Hey everyone. Oh, wait a minute. That is much better. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessie, and today I am doing kind of an interesting video today. It is my September TBR video. However, I have no clue if I'm actually going to read any of these books. So yeah, it's kind of a toss-up, but there are some books I definitely want to read because I am participating in the Upside Down Readthaon coming up, which actually starts Monday, September 5th. It is a readathon with a bunch of co-hosts, which I will have them all listed right here so that way you can go see them, and I will have all their channels linked in the description as always. It is a readathon that is heavily influenced by Stranger Things, which I love Stranger Things, but don't come at me, I haven't seen season 4 yet. So, but I plan to. I would really like to actually at least start season 4 during the readathon, so we'll see how that goes. So the readathon is, of course, Monday through Sunday, along with all the co-hosts, and they have some really fun and interesting prompts, so I'm gonna go over those. But all the other books I would like are more hopefuls. Like, I would really love to get to these books, but we'll see. To be honest, I have no idea. I am also doing a TBR challenge in my Facebook book club that I'm participating in. So it's kind of a luck of the draw whether or not I get to read what I want to read type of thing. First prompt that they have is read a book with lights on the cover. So obviously if you've seen Stranger Things, you know the infamous Christmas lights alphabet thing. So for the book with lights on the cover, I actually have one that was just gifted to me by my sweet friend Gwen, but I have my best friend's Exorcism by Grady Hendrix. I am using the Moonlight. Okay, I also asked one of the hosts and they said that was fine. But I am going with this one, obviously, because it looks totally Stranger Things with the VHS type of style. It's definitely 80s themed, so I feel like this would be perfect for the readathon. This one, I'm not 100% sure, and I just found out it's turning into like a Hulu series or a movie. This one says high school sophomores Abby and Gretchen have been friends since 4th grade, but after an evening of skinny dipping goes drastically wrong, Gretchen begins to act different. She's moody, irritable, and bizarre events keep happening whenever she's nearby. Abby's investigation leads her to some startling discoveries, and by the time their story reaches its terrifying conclusion, the fate of Abby and Gretchen will be determined by a single question. Is their friendship powerful enough to beat the devil? Interesting. I love the size of this paper bag. It's so unique. I don't know if this is like a real size of a VHS. It's been forever, but I do know there's like pictures and stuff in here too, so I'm really excited to read this one. Thank you so much, Gwen. The next book I just want to read anyways because I'm so excited to read this one, but it fits the prompt of a psychological thriller. I googled it just to make sure, but I will be reading Daisy Darker by Alice Feeney. This will probably be going up first, to be honest, because I have to read this for a secret project as well. But I'm really excited to read this one. I love Alice Feeney's writing, so definitely want to get to this one this month for sure. I already have the audiobook lined up and ready to go. This one kind of gives me like Agatha Christie vibes, and Then There Were None, which I feel like a lot of books are going with that, which I don't typically like that type of thriller, but it's Alice Feeney, so I have to read it. After years of avoiding one another, Daisy Darker's entire family is assembling to Nana's 80th birthday at Nana's crumbling gothic house on a tiny tidal island. They're finally back together one last time, and when the tide comes in, they will be cut off from the rest of the world for 8 hours. The family arrives, each of them harboring secrets. Then at the stroke of midnight, as the storm rages, Nana is found dead. An hour later, the next family member follows. Trapped on an island where someone is killing them one by one, the Darkers must reckon with their past mystery as well as their past secrets before the tide goes out and all is revealed. So, sounds really good. I'm so excited for this one. The next one that I want to read is kind of like not fitting the vibe, but like I really want to read it and it fits the prompt, but it is to read a book with multiple point of views. So I am going to finish the Friendzone series by reading Life's Too Short, which is book 3 in the series. This one sounds super cute and interesting. This says, when Vanessa Price quits her job to pursue her dream of traveling the globe, she wasn't expecting to gain millions of YouTube followers who share her joy of seizing every moment. For her, living each day to its fullest isn't just a motto. Her mother and sister never saw the age of 30, and Vanessa doesn't want to take anything for granted. But after her half-sister suddenly leaves Vanessa in custody of her baby daughter, life goes from daily adventure to next level bad. The last person Vanessa expects to show up offering help is the hot lawyer next door, Adrian Copeland. After all, she barely knows him. No one warned her that he was the secret baby tamer, or that she'd be spending a whole lot of time with him in his chihuahua. Now she's feeling things she's vowed never to feel, because the only thing worse than falling for Adrian is finding a little hope for a future she may never see. So this one sounds really interesting. I don't really know how this fits into the Friend Zone series just based on the names, but I am really excited to read this one and finish the series. All right, so the next prompt, I actually don't have a book for it, but it is read a book that includes game or competition. I looked through my entire shelves and I still cannot find one, so I am still looking for one. So if you have any recommendations, listed down below. And lastly, it is to read one of the hosts' buddy reads. Each one of the co-hosts for the readathon chose a book and they're hosting their own buddy read over on Discord, which again, I will leave that in the description. But I am going with Steve, who is my absolute favorite, and that is Lauren's pick. So we will be reading the Saturday Night Ghost Club. This one sounds really cute. It's YA, or is this middle grade? I have no idea, but it sounds super cute. This is by Greg Davidson. He's also known as Nick Cutter as well, from what I've heard. This one also kind of gives me like Stranger Things vibes, but it says, growing up in the 1980s Niagara Falls, a seedy but magical, slightly haunted place, Jake Baker spends most of his time with his uncle Calvin, a kind but eccentric enthusiast of occult artifacts and conspiracy theories. The summer Jake turns 12, he befriends a pair of siblings new to town, and so Calvin initiates them into the Saturday Night Ghost Club. But as the summer goes on, what begins as a seemingly lighthearted project will uncover mysteries darker than any of its members, young or grown, had imagined. Super cute. I love the vibes of this, so it sounds like it'd be right up my alley, and it's a super short read. So, all right, next let's get into books that I really hope I get to this month. I wasn't sure if I was going to announce this on my channel or not, but I would like to do an author taste test for Catherine Ryan Howard. I just recently picked up Runtime by Ryan Catherine Howard, so I feel like this is been getting a lot of love lately. So for one thing, this book weighs a lot for a book. It is so freaking heavy. So I am really excited to see like what this book is all about, but I feel like it's going to like break my arm. So from what I gathered from a few other people who have read this, it is about an actress who is thinking about quitting, but she gets called into this last minute on the spot job, and so she decides to take it, and they're filming a horror film out in the middle of nowhere, and when she gets there, like weird things are happening, people are going missing, something happened to the actress that she is replacing. So I'm really excited to get to this one, but I also picked up Rewind by the same author. I've been told, I think from Gabby, that this one had like Bates Motel vibes. So I'm not sure exactly what this one is about. I know it's about someone that's like watching people like on film of like what's happening in their motel room. So I want to kind of go into this one blind. I also have 56 Days, which is actually sitting in my unhaul pile. So if I like the writing style, or if I really enjoy these, I might haul that one back into my collection. So we shall see. And then lastly, the next two books that I have are from my library that I just picked up. This one I have is The Fixer Upper by Lauren Forsyth, I believe. This one I was describing over on my August wrap-up video at the end because people were asking questions. This one I would say if you liked Failure to Launch with Matthew McConaughey and Sarah Jessica Parker, I think you would like this one. Also, probably How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. This one is described as a woman who has always tried to fix her boyfriend's lives, turns that into a business where she will try to help other women fix their boyfriends, and she kind of gets matched with an old flame. So this one sounds super cute. It's really short. I'm hoping I can get to this one really quickly. And the last one I have is Tell Me Lies by Carola Lovering. I can never say her name like on the fly. Carola Lovering. That's the last time I'm saying it. This one, I have read something else by this author, which is, oh my gosh, what was that book called? It's the one with the diamond ring on it. It was the thriller. I cannot remember. It was a book of the month pick, but this one I think is a little bit different. I think this is considered romance in a way, but from what I've heard from other people here on YouTube, it has a lot of trigger warnings, like emotional and like mental abuse in a way. So I found this one to be kind of interesting, but I just never gravitated towards it. But then I saw it's becoming a Hulu series, so I was like, okay, I gotta check it out, because I watched the trailer and I was like, okay. But I think this one has to do with someone like their freshman year of college, and then I think their senior year of college, I think, and about her love interest that happened when she was a freshman, I think. I could be wrong. So I'm really excited to read this one. Alright guys, that is everything for this TBR video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you comment down below what you're planning on reading, or if you're participating in the Upside Down Readathon. And as always, make sure you subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!